Ryan saying that he would listen to Donald Trump if he was asked to step down as the chairman of the convention. What do you make of this relationship as we get closer to Cleveland?
Well, I think Ryan was very smart to say if Trump doesn't want him, he won't be there, instead of having to be pushed out. And in terms of sitting down with Trump, I think they have to. I think it's good for the congressional candidates and good for Trump himself to get some agreement in terms of where they go. There are going to be differences on trade. There are going to be differences in immigration. Acknowledge those, but then emphasize where you have unity. So that way, candidates can say, yes, I'll support Trump. We don't want Hillary, but I disagree with him on this, and I'm supporting the congressional platform. Gives everyone an out to run their own races and win in November.
Do you think then it's the Republican establishment normalizing Trump, or is Trump normalizing himself to head towards the convention with this tone of unity?
I think Donald Trump is on ground that he hasn't been on before and is feeling his way, trying to get his sea legs, so to speak. And I think people like Paul Ryan and others who have profound disagreements with Trump on things like immigration are trying to figure out a way, how do you put this Humpty Dumpty back together again? And I think actually in politics, the amazing thing is they will find a way by emphasizing things like drastic tax reform, perhaps reforming the Federal Reserve, esoteric issue, but one that they can get unity around, and a couple of other issues like minimum wage, leave it to the states, and say on immigration and others, subject to further negotiation.
Very interesting. Well, there was also something in technology I want to talk about today. There was a new report from Gizmodo saying that Facebook routinely suppresses news stories of interest to conservative readers from the influential trending news section in the top right corner on your profile page. And this is according to a former person who worked on trending topics at Facebook. Facebook now responding to me saying this, quote, Facebook is a platform for people and perspectives from across the political spectrum. There are rigorous guidelines in place to ensure consistency and neutrality. Facebook also tells me these guidelines do not permit the suppression of political perspectives. But, Mr. Forbes, we know 1 billion people logging into Facebook every single day. Clearly a big impact here. Do you take Facebook's word?
I think Facebook has been put on notice. You are being watched. And I think you're going to see more neutrality, or certainly more balance than perhaps you've had in the future. People tend to go with what their own beliefs are, but if they know that they're being put on the skillet, they will change their ways. So I think it's a good thing. We all need accountability.
Oh, we sure do. Steve Forbes, you're the president, chairman of Forbes Media. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
Good to see you.